Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa, the preferred card of the NFL that's everywhere you want to be.
Back here in Studio 2A for the Visa Halftime Full House indeed. Let's get you caught up on the scores around the National Football League. Tell you that Robert Smith, 121 yards in the first half. How many weapons can the Vikings have all over the Rams? 24-10.
Brett Favre, a little spinner on the old hand, says, go ahead and get him, boys. Santana Dotson says, all right, I'll do just that. Gets inside of Middleton, the right guard, strips the ball. Bonnie Holiday, #1 draft choice, scoops it up. This sets up a 10-yard touchdown pass. You got it. Get used to it. Tyrone Davis comes inside the coverage. Brett Favre finds him. There's a nice Packer fan. Packed on top. Reggie White in on Gifford. Third sack on the day for Reggie. 179 and 1/2 sacks of a career for Reggie White. 16-0 Pack over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The seat's a little hot for Wannstedt in Chicago, but his Bears are playing hard.
He's got his defense playing well. Now he needs some offense. Kramer says, all right, I'll give you some man-to-man coverage on the outside. Dwayne Washington can't make the stop on Bobby Ingram. Excellent throw and catch. 54 yards later, Bears up by 6 as Yeager mixes the extra point. But back comes the bus. Jerome Bettis up the middle. Breaks past. Throws that head back like that. You know he's not going very far. 42-yard gain. Sets up a 1-yard Bettis run. 9-7 Bears after a Yeager field goal over the Steelers at Three Rivers Stadium.
And 2 starts last year. Werfel couldn't direct him to a point, but today...
Man-to-man coverage, blitz on the outside, corner too far off, safeties are nowhere in sight. Sean Dawkins, come a free agent out of Indianapolis, catches it 64 yards later. Hey, Saints, go get him. But Floyd, 1-yard run, touchdown, ties it up. And then... what, JB?
14-10 to score. That's what the den is. Hey, here is another den. Bobby Hoying couldn't direct the Eagles to a point last week, but
he only had 63 yards last week, but he finds Deuce Staley. Good name, hard to say. Deuce Staley down to the 1.
Give it syllable.
Give it to Deuce Staley. And he goes in for 1 to the touchdown. That's the Eagles take a 9-0 lead over the Falcons.
Good. We got more scores in Miami. All tied at 7 there. Eric moves 4 receptions, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Jaguars 14-6 over the Chiefs. Reggie Barlow, 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. Jets trailing the Ravens by the score of 14-7 in that one. That one in the third quarter. And now give Collinsworth and Bengals a little credit. They're on the board.
Well, they're on the board. Earlier they were tied, which was amazing. But down they're losing by 7. And, of course, the Oilers finally playing at home at Vanderbilt Stadium. 7-6 over the visiting Chargers. And Ryan Leaf, the young rookie quarterback.
Minnesota, St. Louis. The question I ask, how many weapons can Minnesota have? Robert Smith looking impressive, 121 yards first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's the key to that team. It used to be, you could sort of go Green Bay, San Francisco, Dallas, and that would be the teams that simply would be from the NFC. They're going to be your representative. Now I think you've got to throw Minnesota into that mix as well. And if Robert Smith can stay healthy and give them the ballast with that passing game and some on the run, then all of a sudden this team looks very much like a competitor to win it all.
Yeah, I tell you, Robert Smith, nobody benefits from this more than Robert Smith, this Moss acquisition. And it's just a matter of time before Moss becomes a number 2 receiver and Jake Reed becomes a number 3 receiver. They go 3 wideouts. They spread the offense out, 1 back, 1 tight end. They've involved Glover this week. They didn't involve him last week. Just another weapon they have. If they just get an inkling.
Say that again. Say that again.
A little bit. That's like deuce. If they get a deuce of a defense, they're in the hunt.
I'm going to tell you what, if Banks doesn't pick his act up in the next 14 games, you're going to look for a new quarterback. I'll tell you what, the Rams will
They're going to be in position to get one.
Good ones. There's 5 good ones in college.
Randy Moss blocking. I love it.
Deuce.
Second half of Minnesota and St. Louis coming your way after this.
Get it out.